Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Manufacturers of electric cable in Nigeria pledge their unwavering support to the Standards Organization of Nigeria to rid our market of substandard and fake cables. Describes the SON as a very important business facilitator. Dealers on electrical converge on Alaba International Market in Lagos to restate their commitment to quality with special focus on consumer satisfaction. A warm welcome to this special edition of the program in Nigeria's Independence Month. Please accept the best wishes of the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Bolma Esquire, management and staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, as we celebrate our dear country Nigeria at 59. Wow! We say a big congratulations to all Nigerians. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. I'll be back very soon.
Wow, Chief Mike, how are you?
Fine.
I'm going to Sun office for the certification of my wheat flour.
Oh no, things have changed. Sun has simplified all its activities. You could have even stayed back in Caman and process all your papers online. Whoa.
With the efforts of Sun, the products of SMEs can now compete globally. Sun has put in place necessary machineries in support of the growth of SMEs. At highly subsidized charges, SMEs can now get their certification, laboratory testing of their products, as well as purchase of standards. Meanwhile, Sun is carrying out massive seizure of substandard goods in the market and have gotten legal backing to prosecute offenders, all to protect consumers and SMEs. Sun, improving life through standards.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Develop a proactive mechanism to check the activities of fake and substandard products, especially life endangering goods, into Nigeria. Director General of the SON, Osita Bolma, gave this advice at an interactive forum organized by the agency and Electrical Dealers Association of Nigeria in Lagos. I was there for Standard and Me.
These are members of the Electrical Dealers Association of Nigeria. It is not the first time they are meeting with officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The focus of this regular interaction is to restate the SON's commitment to quality assurance. Represented by Director of Inspectorate and Compliance Directorate of the SON, the Director General of the agency expressed the resolve of the organization to check the distribution of substandard products in Nigeria. The SON, he said, is collaborating with members of the union to ensure that substandard products do not find their way in Alaba market.
We want to bring back the lost glory of Alaba International Market when anytime you say you want to buy something from Alaba, people know you are coming to buy good products. Anybody giving you fake products, as against the good products, report to SON. That's why the union is here, and they have agreed to help us to fish out all these people perpetrating all this evil. We don't want them to exist in the market. We want to eradicate all of them. The retailers, the distributors, the importers. Anybody dealing on substandard products should be arrested.
According to the chief executive of the SON, the imitation of popular products is not acceptable. He advised perpetrators of this illegal act to produce their own products and adhere to the Nigerian industrial standard.
If you continue to fake other people's brand, it means you are helping them to sell their products. Why can't you build your own brand? Because if you get your own brand, register the brand with SON, and we test your product and confirm that it has passed all the performance, safety requirements, marketing requirements, then we help you, we help you to sell it. We help you so that people will know about this product. Instead of you to continue to fake other people's products, you fake LG, you fake Sharp, you fake other known brands. It doesn't make sense to us. Build their own brand and make money from it. That is the essence of this gathering. So we have told them that they should try as much as possible to build their own brands. And also go into manufacturing. Because you don't continue to import. Many big importers have gone into manufacturing. See, Nigerian cables are the best. They're the best. So why do we continue to import every time? Why can't you set up the machinery is not even too expensive. The machineries to produce these things are not expensive. So if you come to SON will help you, select the materials, select the equipment, and you start producing. It's even better for you instead of continue to import product, all these products.
The DG said the SON will maintain unscheduled visit to Alaba market as part of measures to tackling the menace of substandard products in the country. Chairman of the Electrical Dealers Association of Nigeria praised the management of the SON for its resolve to clean Nigerian markets by removing substandard products from the shelves. The chairman assured the Director General of the SON of its association's support to the agency in its resolve to ensure that Nigerians get value for their money whenever they purchase goods from Alaba markets.
Collaborating with Standard Organization of Nigeria is to make Nigeria double sure that what we agreed in the past is still what we are into. To make Nigeria double sure that this market is substandard zero. But you see, no matter how it is, we are still on the fight, and God will give us the grace to win the fight by making Alaba zero standard.
The market leader disclosed that the association will continue to work out strategies to deepen its collaboration with the SON to protect consumers from bad products.
We will not allow bad eggs among you to destroy Nigeria's fast-developing electric cable industry. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria assures Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Caman. He gave this assurance when he met with some members of the association in Lagos. Standard and You was there.
The Nigerian electric cable and wire industry was, until the introduction of government's backward integration policy, characterized by the prevalence of fake and substandard electric cables from other parts of the world, especially China. The focus of the policy was to encourage manufacturers to locally source for their inputs. The whole idea was to reduce costs in the supply chain and support the federal government's drive for economic diversification. Today, it's a known fact that made in Nigeria electric cables and wire are the best and the most preferred choice by consumers.
At every factory, there's always a load of distributors hanging around. Apart from our own marketing and sales department that we have, who will normally make sure that when you make an inquiry, somebody attends to you. And if they cannot sell to you directly, well, it's because most of the direct sales goes only to corporate bodies who are actually buying in large quantity. But for anybody that walks into any factory, and they will attend to you, and if they don't attend to you directly, they will attend to you via distributor of that cable company. Definitely they will, because that's because of the, so that for us to checkmate that, we have discussed that at our meeting and said we should always give access to any Nigerian or any foreigner or any who is living in Nigeria who wants cable. Today quite a lot of customers are coming in from Togo, coming in from Benin Republic, coming in from Sierra Leone, Liberia, Gambia. Yes, these are going, but most of them are going informally. They are not formalized. But as time goes on, some of them are now, because of the ETS number, they are now formalizing it.
However, this milestone has come under threat by activities of some unscrupulous businessmen who have to imitate local popular selling brands of electric cables and wires. This development has not only remained a source of worry to consumers, but regulatory agencies like the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
You need heavy investment in logistics, heavy investment in intelligence, and heavy investment in enforcement. All these things are very key to ensuring that we achieve the kind of result that we expect from the SON. So the amendment of the Act is a step in the right direction. But we need to go beyond that to look at all the ramifications of the capacity of SON and see how government can support them to build this capacity. Secondly, the private sector also has a role to play in this matter. The private sector has to support SON, especially in the area of intelligence provision. Because SON cannot be everywhere. but businesses are everywhere. So it is very easy for businesses to be able to pick up information on substandard products, on fake products, on counterfeit products, and pass on same to the Standard Organization of Nigeria.
This meeting between some members of the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Caman, and officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria was at the instance of the Director General of the agency. He told members of the association that he was particularly worried about the prevalence of substandard electric cables because it's a life-endangering product.
Give us information where our basic mandate is to accelerate your rapid industrial development. Know our handicaps. We are not at the point of entry where most of these substandard goods come in. But with technology and information, we should be able to make a difference. Look within members, because right now we have about the biggest manufacturers of cable in West Africa. You use peer group mechanisms to regulate yourselves, to mirror the market, to be flexible, more prosperous. I indulge you with our work plan of how we intend to do the next raid, the next round of sensitization, and other new ideas that we will use in fighting, dumping, and distribution of substandard products within Nigeria. The market is now beyond Africa. We need to up our games and work together as partners in progress so that we'll be able to improve the life of Nigerians through standards.
He advised Caman to develop viable mechanisms to check the activities of members of the association, adding that stiffer sanctions await importers of producers of substandard electric cables and wires. The SON chief executive stressed that sanitizing the industry has become imperative to allow Nigeria take advantage of Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, to which the nation is a signatory. The president of Caman described the SON as a strategic business facilitator that has provided members with immense support to be competitive.
We see SON not as a regulator, as you are, because we see you more as a partner, because without SON, without a standard, we could not be good, because without a standard, there is no quality to be measured to. So our working is absolutely in connection with what SON is doing, and we collaborate in all areas. We see the visits from SON in our factories as a positive thing, because it helps to maintain a standard.
He praised the foresight of the DG and pledged the association's resolve to continue to work with the SON to deal with the prevalence of substandard electric cables brought into the country by those he described as who want to reap where they did not sow. There are more than 17 registered electric cable and wire factories in Nigeria.
You're watching Standard and You, reaching you on Africa's largest television network, the NTA. Our transmission time is 6:30 p.m. every Monday. The Nigerian Union of Journalists and Stakeholders of the nation's maritime industry say it will be difficult for Nigeria to enjoy dividends of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement with the absence of the SON at the nation's ports. This is because of the strategic role the agency plays in checking the influx of goods into the country at the various points of entry. This was the view of stakeholders at the inauguration of the powerful Pen Media Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Lagos. President General, National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, Dr. Boniface Anegbunam said the ECOWAS Treaty and the African Continental Free Trade Agreement would make Nigeria a dumping ground for substandard products if agency like the SON is not at the ports to ascertain the quality of goods imported into Nigeria.
The presence of SOA in the port will only add value. One, to know who is the owner of this particular consignment. KYC, know your customer. The freight forwarder will move the cargo out of custom control to the owner's warehouse, and the SOA will follow up. And they model that person to fall in line with standards. These are critical. They are very simple things to do. Whether you like it or not, a businessman wants to maximize profit and is ready to do anything. And that is the essence of government asking its operatives to be in the port or to protect the interests of the government.
Every standard body in every developed economy is part of the economic team. There is no way you can discuss about economy without bringing in your standard bureau. There is no way you can talk about trade without bringing in your standard bureau. So I think I want to appeal to the necessary authority to begin to consider having their standard bureau in all the committees where issues of trade is being discussed in Nigeria.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigeria SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards to improve made-in-Nigeria products for export. We have developed more standards for products like sesame, cocoa, gari, and more, courtesy of our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turned around time for SUNCAP, MANCAP, and other certification processes. SON has intensified market surveillance, raids, and seizures to reduce substandard products in circulation, and offenders shall be prosecuted. Join SON in ridding our nation of substandard products. If you see something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
When we talk about patriotism, what comes to your mind? Do you think of laying down your life for the country? Do you show love, loyalty, and devotion to Nigeria? Patriotism is about doing your best and contributing your quota to make Nigeria a country of our dream. Standards Organization of Nigeria is a government agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products. We have resolved at the SON to rid the markets of fake and substandard products and stop at nothing in helping consumers get value for their money. As a consumer, do you insist on quality and report cases of substandard products to the SON? What about you, the manufacturer or importer? Are you patriotic enough to ensure consumer satisfaction through the quality and safety of your products? To be a patriot, you don't have to carry a rifle and go to the war front. All you have to do is play your part in making Nigeria a better place. Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osiko. Abdul Mujib Zubairu from Maiduguri says, Standards Organization of Nigeria is showing a rapid performance towards the African Continental Trade Area Agreement. It is necessary since the African Continental Trade Area Agreement creates a borderless market for African products. We must ensure that Nigeria is not a dumping ground for low-quality foreign products. Ayodele Gideon says, sustainability in quality can be achieved through awareness and adequate periodic inspection based on approved standards and customers' responses. I believe SON management and staff are ready to safeguard the quality of locally made products and more. Thank you so much, Ayodele. We are committed towards ensuring Nigerians get value for their money. Tony Uba says, may God bless SON for a job well done. Amen, and you too. Thank you. Ifedili Justice says, when does a gas cylinder expire? According to experts, the lifespan of a gas cylinder is 15 years. Therefore, a gas cylinder expires 15 years after the manufacturing date. Godfrey says, when products are impounded, the victims are likely to see themselves as unlucky. Nevertheless, their activities must be curbed. It is also important that measures are put in place to stem the importation of fake products and avoid having them in circulation. We have a mandate to protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products, and we do everything to achieve that. Master Emmanuel says, thank you, Standard and You, for a very interesting program. It's our pleasure, and we hope to serve you better. Anonymous Messenger says, keep up the good work. Please, is SON in charge of price regulation? No, SON does not regulate the prices of products. However, we regulate the quality of made in Nigeria products and also products imported into the country. Asika Ifeanyi from Lagos says, Standards Organization of Nigeria is improving lives through quality assurance and standards. Definitely, we have a mission to promote consumer confidence and global competitiveness of Nigerian products through standardization and quality assurance. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. For any question, complaints, or suggestion, you can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705972445. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Remember, we have a vibrant YouTube channel where you can watch previous episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From the entire production crew, good evening.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live. Buy original. You should know.